Hey guys, it's Ananas here once again. Today I'll be showing you guys a online battle commentary, and it's actually pretty funny. I just faced this guy like 5 minutes ago. He's number 3 on the leaderboards with 980 wins. Ching Chong China Drop Hacks Go Suicide, this is his name. I actually faced him, and you guys will see what happens in the replay. And yeah. It's gonna take quite a while to load, I'm so sorry, but over this, you can see his army. He has 2 White Kings, von Castine, and 6 units of Graveguard with great weapons and 2 Blood Knights. I have a pretty balanced Orc army. I have 2 units of Doom Diver Catapults, as you guys can see over here. And I have 5 Orc Beacons, 2 units of Orc Boy Beacons, 2 Orc Boys, and 2 units of Black Orcs with a unit of the Knight Shaman over... where is he? He's over here. Goblin Knight Shaman. And keep in mind that this guy is number 3 on the leaderboards, and you'll see what happens. Right off the bat, it's gonna charge up. I'm gonna because I don't really see any point in taking missile units for the orcs, the greenskins, because they're not that great for how much they cost. So I'll replace them with 2 units of Doom Diver Catapults. These guys are actually pretty expensive, but one of the best artillery unit in the game. And considering me, I'm facing the vampire counts who doesn't have any missile units on their own, I think it's a pretty good investment. So these 2 Blood Knights are trying to flank my army over here. As you guys can see, no biggie. I knew that my Orc Beacons, Ball Boys, was gonna lose because they're not as great as the Blood Knights, but I sent in some Orc Beacons to support because they have the Beacon and other ability, which is basically anti-large, and they are damage dealer as well. Right off the bat, he sends in 2 units of his Banshees. It's not a White King's Banshee. 2 units of Banshees to try and take out my artillery, which is pretty standard. But remember, I have the Night Goblin Shaman. There's a missile. It's a missile attack that he has, very good against ethereal units. So I send in my Orc Boy Beacons to try and slow down the Banshees. As you can see, his army is still all the way at the back, but he's trying to commit with these 4 units over here. So I'm gonna push up my Night Goblin Shaman over here. He ends up being a very good investment because of his magic missiles that enables me to deal with his Banshees. Because magic does a lot of damage to ethereal units because of their low health. So I'm gonna move up my Night Goblin Shaman over here, all the while I'm focus firing on his Graveguards. And you can see one shot puts him down to almost half health, and he's gonna try and chase my Night Goblin Shaman now because obviously he's a bigger threat to him compared to my guys. And he's still shuffling around his Blood Knights over there. Set up a defensive position on my right flank. So I'm sending in my Orc Boys to try and stop the Banshees, but he now splits them apart, one to chase my Night Goblin Shaman and one to go for my artillery, which is a pretty nice move by him. But I'm gonna try and block him with my units, sending in Green Gore over here. Try and stop the Banshee, but obviously being an ethereal unit is a very high resistance to physical attacks. I fired another magic missile onto the Banshee over here, and it's gonna start to crumble. He cast Invocation of Nehek on this Banshee, and to try and save him, but I think I got him over here. Very nice shot by the Night Goblin Shaman. And I'm still focus firing on his Graveguards with my artillery. He's closing in the distance now, and he's going to set up his Blood Knights to try and engage. At this point I try to kind of ignore his Banshee because he's just running away. I send in one of my unit of Orc Boys, a very cheap unit, to drive it away. And I need to focus on the main fight over here in my line. I have 2 units of my Black Orcs over here to hold the line as well. My artillery is still firing, keep in mind for that. It's going to deal a lot of damage to these Graveguards over here. It's up to 20 kills now. And his Black Knights are going to come in. As I said before, I'm going to use my Orc Boy Beacons to absorb the charge. They're going to get completely destroyed. I'm going to put this in slow motion because his battle is going to turn pretty fast. So obviously the Blood Knight, very expensive unit, 1,700. It costs 1,700, so they're going to pretty much destroy my Orc Boy Beacons. But what I do here is to absorb the charge to prevent his Blood Knights from engaging my main line. You can see I have 2 units of Orc Beacons over here and 1 Orc Boys to try and hold them in place to prevent him from doing any hammer and anvil strikes. This while I used my Night Goblin Shaman's ability, the Itchy Nuisance, to decrease the stats of his Graveguards as well. The Black Orcs are losing decisively now, but because of the debuff, minus 22% weapon damage, minus 34% melee attack, these guys now have a fighting chance against the Graveguards with my artillery supporting him. You can see he took quite a lot of damage to his Blood Knights. I lose my Orc Ball Boys, but the Orc Beacons are doing very well because of the anti-large that they have. He sends in one unit of Graveguard to support. I send in Grimgore Ironhide. He's gonna do pretty well against Von Carstein. Over here you can see his guys losing because of the artillery fire, as well as my Black Ox holding up very well. Fire one more shot of magic missile into his Banshees and it's gonna rout that pretty soon. You can see all this while I held up his Blood Knights. I don't know for what reason this guy is chasing my Orc Bobber Beacons. Remember that this guy is number 3 on the leaderboards and he decides to drop the game. So you guys know how he got to the leaderboards. So many wins, but he decides to drop. So just a video showing you guys what these guys do in order to get to the leaderboards. Hopefully you guys don't meet this kind of people, because it ain't fun. He has 980 wins, and so you can imagine how many times he dropped. At first I thought this was just another normal player, but then I read his name and I remember there's this guy in the top 10 leaderboards that has a very weird name, and boom, this is him. So just showing you guys a video how to kick these kind of people's ass, and record it down to show you guys what kind of cheap tactics they use in order to be in the top 100. My rank's not that great, but I don't do this kind of cheesy shit like him. Rank 540, pretty alright for 41 wins. Yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed this video, some ass kicking action, and see you guys next time. Take care guys, bye.